Hey guys, me Tom and I'll show you another wall. So, basically, if you know what happened, there's an update. So basically all the replays got, like wiped out and stuff. But also there's like this extra stuff with the super troops here. And, and I don't know, just don't really know what happens. So like, oh. So basically with the super troops you could just do like this, I don't know. That's pretty cool. I'll try it later. I'll try it later, but like I said now, in the war, the replays all got wiped out, so you're gonna have to trust my word on how these bases got freestarred. This one, the freestar hit came from a warden walk on this side, king here, and I don't know why, but the barracks came from here as well, and then funneled the troops in through the channel over here with a Yeti smash, and then I think there was a jump here where the cannon was, and then a jump where like the air sweeper and like town hall expo area is. The troops went kind of anti-clockwise a bit, where they just went through here and then went through here and then took out this heavy damaging bits. I think the jump was on this expo, I think. But the 3-star hit works because he was able to take out these buildings here, and then the Royal Champion came back on the back end and he used the freeze on the Infernal Towers to save the champion. The spells was, I think, 2 jumps, 1 poison, 2 rage, and 2 freeze, something like that. But definitely 2 jumps and 2 rages on 1 poison anyway. So just saved. They saved the Royal Champion for the end where these the flanking defenses. That's when they used the Royal Champion, and then the freezes helped. You can't see it, but you're gonna have to take my word for it anyway. It was a Yeti smash arm, yeah, and then in this siege barracks there was 2 Yetis and a Volk. Now onto this one. This one looks tricky at first sight, but it wasn't a. It was a cleanup hit, so they knew the tornado was here next to this top scatter. So the plan was the 3-star hitter used the queen walk from 6 o'clock around, like between the workshop and the hut. Used the wizards here. Use the wizards on these 2 huts when the Arch Tower was distracted because of the queen walk. The queen went like a bit differently than one would expect. It went from here to about here, and then over to this Arch Tower, then took out the Royal Champion, took out CC, and then took out this gold mine, then backtracked to the swapped around for the town hall here. The king was over here taking out these camps and stuff, and the barracks was helping them, I guess. And then the rest of the army was hybrid attack with 3 rages, 2 heals, 2 freezes, and a poison. They used 2 rages over here to help with the queen walk, and then basically put the hog, no, minus then the hogs, then the not royal champion, grand warden. Yeah. The royal champion they saved for until near the end for this bit where they had a great value for freezing these 2 buildings, and also make troops kind of less likely to path into this tornado up here, and then it was basically just clean up. The Teslas were about here, I think, and here, so yeah. That's how that base was 3-starred. It took the town hall with a queen walk from the bottom, and then the funnel here, and then path through these buildings like narrow strip. With a hybrid, you want to like trim the base into like a narrow strip, if you get what I mean. See. Oh, this was a solid hit, but just not a 3-star. Same. Nope. Where's the other? Oh, here's another one. Here's a good one. Despite... Oh, this wasn't a fresh hit, this was a clean up. Despite the sweeper being in this position, the attacker still used the Yeti blimp. I think it got to about here or so, and then the sweeper blew, and then the Yetis came out, the blimps. So the sweeper pushing back didn't do nothing. So yeah, the first hit revealed the fresh hit someone else did revealed a tornado around here. So that's what I made for the Yeti blimp here with the rage. Take out town hall and a few buildings near it. It was revealed of a Tesla farm over here through this narrow gap area. So what the 3-star hitter did was he used a Yeti blimp to lure the CC, which was in range. Did a queen walk from about 1 o'clock. Tried to walk the queen over down to around 2 o'clock. King over here was trying to take out funnel and kind of tank for the like Tesla farm. So yeah. And then the spells, the siege was the siege barracks, and they had 2 Yetis, 1 Volk. The spells used were 2 jumps, because 1 jump on the cannon to access this compartment, this inferno, and these compartments here, and then another jump over here in the middle to access pretty much everything else, including the scatter shot and the heroes. So it was 2 jumps, 2 rages, 2 freeze, and 1 poison, I think. Or maybe 3 rages, can't remember exactly. No, yeah. Yeah, 3 rages because of the Yeti blimp. So 3 rage, 2 jump, 2 freeze, 1 poison. The Yetis did a good job, but it was mostly down to the funnel. And he was able to take advantage of using like a baby dragon on this bit, because it looks like a pretty trapped space with all this stuff down here. Oh, and somehow the attacker left a gap over here. So, like I said, this attack worked because the attacker made a decent funnel on this side. Didn't have to get all Teslas because of the inferno nearby, but still got close. Lured the CC, took out the town hall without using a warden ability. Actually, yeah, it's a blimp. It wasn't a siege fire, because they used the blimp because obviously it's a Yeti bomb. So, yeah, jumps over here, I think your warden bit was around here with all these exposed scatter shots, and then this molten inferno starting to come into range, and this eagle and all that stuff. It was a great choice to use the warden ability there. The champion ability, I think it was used over here or over here. I can't remember which. Over here. I really can't remember where. Oh, and somehow there was a giant bomb here, but the attacker forgot to cover it up. So, yeah. It came kind of close, I think, or overkill. I can't remember the exact replay, but the Yeti Mites did major work here. The Yeti Mites and the bowlers with the Yeti Smash Army. So that's how it got done, because Yeti bombed this bit, Queen walks over here, funnels here, and then the rest of the troops. Because this area is pretty much eliminated, the troops path towards here, like 2 o'clock all the way towards the expo, and then like all this stuff. So yeah, that's how it works. This attack works. This one worked because, first of all, it's a trash base, pretty much. How this one works was a warden walk or green walk from about 4 o'clock. King used to funnel on 6 o'clock, and then some more troops to funnel here. The attacker used the jump over here, and then another jump over here somewhere, I think. What made this attack work was because the funnel created over here and here. There's a Yeti Smash Army, by the way. So, Tornado was here. And then, just notice how many high value buildings are next to each other. With jumping into here, you only deal with 1 scatter shot at a time, instead of potentially 2. And it wasn't a fresh hit, so the tornado was here, next to this area. Teslas were kind of around the middle area. Can't remember exact positions, but they were mostly near the core anyway. So, yeah. And then, so would these high buildings close together? It was really valuable for user warden ability on them, and also, we're taking them out. The rest of the base didn't have much else going for it. I think the attacker used the warden champion from about here, about 7-8 o'clock. I wouldn't recommend it, but I guess if you send it here, I guess it could work. But if you send it here, you have to deal with 2 heroes, so that's not really recommended. So I guess it was still the right choice to put the champion here. So you just needed a freeze for this bit. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and peace out.